So I'm not even sure how to begin or approach this. I guess I should start off with I'm sorry, Paul Lloyd, uh, but I'm not excited for Mario Maker 2. What is up, everybody? Bobby here, the Nintendo Guru, and listen, before we jump in today's breakdown and all that good stuff, I just want to say this. If you don't know who Paul Lloyd is, and you are a fan of the Mario Maker series, or you're curious, what is Mario Maker, jump over to his YouTube channel right now. I'm going to have the links down below. Click on it, watch everything he does. The guy is fantastic when it comes to playing Mario Maker levels and breaking them down and all that stuff, so go check out his content, please. Now, thank you. That is all. Let's jump into what's going on. So, listen, this is not a popular opinion, and I know that, but I have not been able to get myself up and ready for Mario Maker on the Nintendo Switch. I don't know what it is, but essentially I thought about it today, and I was like, let me think about what it is. So I decided it was time now for me to break down and explain to you why I'm not excited for Mario Maker 2 and what Nintendo should do to help me become more excited for Mario Maker 2. So,
here we go.
So just for argument's sake, so people know, I put approximately 60 plus hours into Mario Maker and on the Wii U. Now I know that is not a lot compared to many others. There's a lot of people out there that have dropped hundreds of hours into Mario Maker. I'm not that guy, but I put approximately 60 plus hours into it, and then one day I stopped playing and I just could not go back to it. The excitement and the fervor that I had prior to the announcement of Mario Maker and then during playing Mario Maker just died somehow. Just one day I woke up and I was just like, I don't want to touch this game anymore. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to play it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. So when Nintendo announced Mario Maker 2 on a Nintendo Direct earlier this year, I wasn't excited. It wasn't one of those games that I was like, oh my god, I gotta have this. I didn't lose my mind and flip out. I got more excited about Cuphead earlier this year than I did about Mario Maker. And I think that tells something. And it shouldn't be that way. I should be excited. I'm a fan of Mario. I mean, you look here over my shoulder, you see the Tanuki Mario. There's Mario stuff all over the place. I love Nintendo. I love Mario. But why am I not excited for Mario Maker 2? So let's just break this down. Let's go through one by one. I'm going to tell you what it is and discuss, and then hopefully we can turn it around. So let's see. Number one has to be the discovery of good levels. It is very difficult to find good levels. This was always a problem with Nintendo and the Mario Maker franchise. I don't know what it is, where you just can't go and type in key search words and all that, because they don't allow you, when you make a level before you upload it, they don't allow you to essentially put keywords in and say like, hey, I want Super Mario World, I want Super Mario Bros. 3, all that stuff. That's not there. And this is a big miss by Nintendo on the original game. I don't feel like if that's the same way, that's a missed opportunity by Nintendo to fix something that was broken and it was bad. So that's the thing for me, because not only that, like, that basically breaks into a couple things. Like I said, no keywords. When you build your level, you can't put keywords in it and say like, hey, this is themed about this, or maybe it's this, or maybe you have a bunch of big Bowsers in there. You want to type Big Bowsers or whatever, and then people go and look it up and they could type in Big Bowser, and essentially your level would pop up amongst the rest of them. That would be a plus, right? Because of this lack of ability to find stuff, we got so many of these don't move levels where you'd sit there, you turn it on, and the music would play, and you jump off a ledge, and then next thing you know, Mario's getting bounced all over the place, and then at the end, somehow he lands at the end, and there you go. And it was amazing at first, and then after about 5 times, it was like, okay, this sucks. This is not what I want out of my Mario Maker experience. I want good, solid levels, but that was the other problem with it. It was either super easy levels or super hard levels. There was no in-between. And there was in-between, but it was so hard to find the in-between. And I feel like that's a huge mistake by Nintendo. Like, you need to make this easy for people to find the good levels and the great levels. Because the thing of it is if you had a popular YouTuber who put out his level, everybody would play it and give him a coin or give him a thumbs up, and he would move amongst the ranks, and maybe the level was trash. We don't know that it was good, but it's up high in the rankings because everybody voted it up. Same thing with the Don't Move It. Because people thought they were so cool in the beginning, they all got voted to the very top. So every time you started to look up levels, the bad levels moved to the top. And that was so horrible for me. I hated that with this game. I hated the fact of, like, I kept playing what I felt some of the worst levels ever made. That needs to get fixed. The other reason why I'm not excited, so the ability to create levels on the gamepad and then play them instantaneously was so amazing. I don't know that I want to use the Switch in handheld mode. And here's why I say that. Because when I would build the levels, I could build them on the TV, I could build them on the gamepad, but I had a stylus, so it made it easy. There is no stylus with the Switch. It is touchscreen, so in theory I'll be using my finger, but what if I want to do it on the TV? Am I going to be using the Joy-Cons to create? And anybody that knows, the motion control on the Joy-Cons is not the best. So there's so much up in the air that we don't know. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to build levels. With the gamepad, it was so easy to build levels, and it was a lot of fun to build levels. I just hope that there's a way to translate that. So it would be nice if there was a way for me to build a level on a gamepad or on the computer or whatever and just transfer them right into my game. Something that would be a little more fluid and easy to do would be a lot of fun. But here's the other thing. That was the gimmick for Mario Maker, where you could test and play and then instantly test out the level and see, like, hey, here's this hard level, I just fixed it, and there you go. We'll see. I think the other thing we need to do is we need to give people tools to make their levels better. We had this tool where, in order for you to be able to publish a level, you just had to beat the level. Well, let's be honest. Let's be fair. If you know where all the enemies are coming out, you know how to jump, it gives you a huge leg up over everybody else. People could build troll levels and know how to avoid the troll part of it. And it became very frustrating when you would run and you're running and then boom, you jump and there's a block and you fall into spikes or whatever. It's a good theory, a good way for it to work, but you ran into a brick wall a lot of times because people just decide to be jerks with it, and that needs to hopefully get fixed. I don't know how they fix that though. That's a big thing for me, is playing bad levels, and especially when you realize, like, hey, this guy just doesn't care. This guy was just doing it to be funny, and he's not here to see it, so the only one laughing is nobody. I don't know. The lack of the need of one-ups. You would play levels where you get all these one-ups, and it was like, this is pointless. This is silly. Same thing with coins. Like, when you play a Mario game, you're getting coins, you're getting one-ups, because there's progression. There is a huge lack of progression in the Mario Maker world, and this is going to lead into some of the stuff that I feel like we need to do to fix things. So how do we fix Mario Maker? And this is a big thing. I think they need to allow us to make mini worlds. When you think about it, it's not World 1-1 that makes you excited to play Mario. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the build-up, and you feel the progression, and you feel like you're accomplishing, and you're learning, and you're getting better, and that one-up you got, or that power-up you got to finish the stage that carries on to the next stage, it meant something. Doesn't mean anything in Mario Maker. So for me, it'd be nice if they could say, like, hey, Bobby, you can make 4 worlds. You know, you can make World 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, and then you can pass it over to Paul Lloyd, and Paul Lloyd can smoke it and make you look like an idiot for all the world to see on YouTube. I feel like they can fix this. I feel like this is a thing that's very fixable, very easy, but the thing of it is it also makes the games progress. It makes it more important when you get a 1-up, or more important when you get a power-up, to try to keep that power-up for the end. You can literally just sacrifice your power-up just to get to the end and beat the level. Where if you're playing a game, you don't want to sacrifice the power-up because you don't know what lies beyond. You would like to go into the next level jacked up and juiced up to protect yourself and do good things. So this, to me, is something that needs to get fixed, and I would love it if they were able to fix it. There's something else that annoyed me with the first one, and it was the unlocking of the tools. It was this thing where you had to go in, you had to play for so long and do all this stuff and do this and that and the other and lay so many blocks. And don't just, when the game fires up, give me all the tools. I can figure them out by myself. I don't need you to cherry pick and slowly progress them out at this point. I think, and that's a real simple thing. You just turn around and you go, have you played Mario Maker before? Yes? No. Oh, you have? You don't have to go through the silliness. Oh, you haven't? You're going to have to go through a little bit of a tutorial and learn. Just let us do this on our own. I don't like the fact that I have to do certain things in order to unlock tools. It would be very awesome if they could fix that. This isn't a huge thing for me, but it's something that I feel like should be fixed. It just let me be the determining factor. Still, that's the one thing that we learned about the Switch. Nintendo was going to be less hand-holdy. Breath of the Wild, they didn't hold our hands. Skyward Sword, man, they held our hands like a mad woman. And it was a mad woman named Fee. And essentially, like, they could just eliminate that stuff and move forward. Hopefully, with the Switch, this game doesn't get hand-holdy as well. Just go. Let us do our thing. Something else that is missing from it, and I don't know that it's going to come, because it feels like it's the redheaded stepchild now. That is Super Mario Bros. 2. I love Super Mario Bros. 2. It is my favorite 2D side-scrolling Mario game of all time. It is my be-all, end-all. The fact that I could not build a level themed on Mario 2 really bothered me. It got me to the point where I was just like, I don't like this. And now we're getting 3D World, which isn't 3D World, it's 2D now. I don't know how that all works and whatever, and how those mechanics are going to work in a 2D game. I'm sure Nintendo will figure it out and explain it to us. But for me, I just feel like, man, let me have Mario 2. That would be pretty awesome, to have Mario 2, and to just go, here you go, this is the way the plumber looks, and here's all the different characters you can use, and this would be awesome. Hopefully that gets fixed. I would love that a lot. I'm sorry that I don't get excited about slopes, and I'm sorry that I don't get excited about all the other stuff that is coming to this. But I'm hoping, and I'm very optimistic, I'm hoping that Nintendo can fix what I feel is wrong. We have not heard a single solitary thing about this, other than the game launches June 28th. I'm hoping by the time June 28th hits here, that we learn a lot more, and we figure it out, and we have some amazing things to show the world. Because I want to be excited for Mario Maker. And Nintendo has one opportunity to get me excited for Mario Maker. I have not pre-ordered it yet. I have not got it yet. But I'm hoping that Nintendo can get me excited for Mario Maker 2. I'm praying. So, we shall see. So that is all. Thank you guys for watching today's episode of Nintendo Guru Daily. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please slap the like button down below. Share it with all your friends. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below, are you hyped for Mario Maker 2? If you are, tell me why. I would like to maybe get that excitement with you. Please, tell me why. And if you're not, tell me why. That is all. Peace out, Preston.